Hi everyone, it's millionaire Mark James Weber with another YouTube video. As you can see, I am currently in my pool house, next to the pool and everything, and next to the greenhouse, sometimes where my dad works there. I'm actually at my parents' house currently, not at the other house that I live in. But anyways, what I wanted to talk to you guys about is not something necessarily mean or negative or bad or like rude or mean spirited, but it's a little bit of a controversial topic that many Survivor, Big Brother, Hell's Kitchen, or whatever type of reality show fans might have some disagreements on. And if you guys agree or disagree, I can totally respect your guys' input. If you guys want to say things that are totally disagreeable or just mean, I'll have to either think about just ignoring it or removing if it gets too personal. Not because I'm being mean, but just because I want to ignore rude behavior, because I want to show that I'm a nicer, classier, nicer type of person than I was a long time ago. But here's my opinion on when a person quits a reality show. I don't really get the big deal behind when someone quits a reality show, why it's such a big deal. I mean, yes, there are some quitters that have done bad things on reality shows and who I'm probably not going to like as much, but that doesn't mean all quitters are bad. For example, I liked Hannah and Sean from season 45 of Survivor. They were both nice people. They just had it kind of hard on the show. I mean, Hannah wanted to quit from the very beginning because camp life was just too much for her. And if you look at Sean, he's a nice guy. I was actually rooting for him from the very beginning. And him I liked even more than Hannah. I liked them both as favorites. I liked at least Hannah and Sean as favorites despite them quitting. I liked Emily and she didn't even quit. I liked Kelly. I liked Austin, and Jay Maya were my 6 favorites on 45. 4 of them did not quit, and 2 of them did. But what I'm trying to point out is I don't really get why quitting is such a big deal to the Survivor and Big Brother community, as well as reality show community. I actually have a secret to tell you guys, which is I've played online reality games for a long time. And when I played my first 2 online reality games, I didn't even quit. I was very well liked. I was nice to people. I was getting along great. When I played my 3rd online reality game, I was dealing with a toxic cast. I'm not going to name names because that's not who I am as a person, but I was dealing with a toxic cast and a toxic tribe that I was on, and I was going to be the first one voted out unanimously by an 8-1 vote, regardless of who I voted against. But I ended up quitting knowing I was going to be the first one out anyways, and because I was dealing with people bullying me. So I've quitted like maybe in the history of the online reality community games, like maybe a dozen or more times than that. I don't even know how many times I've quitted an online reality game, but the bottom line is we should treat others the way we want to be treated. Quitting does not mean someone is a bad person. It just means that we all need help in life, and it just means that when someone quits, they need to do what's best for their personal health. It doesn't mean they're a bad person. I know plenty of quitters from reality TV shows who are nice people. Hannah and Sean. Let me think, who else? There was also Nico from Big Brother Canada Season 8. Even though a lot of people hated Nico, I personally liked him because he didn't bully anyone and he seemed like a nice guy. He was just quitting knowing he was going to be first to go unanimously anyways. And the cast was kind of toxic anyways. I also like Zach Nielsen from Big Brother Canada. He did stir up some problems, but he was a fun, interesting villain. Plus, he had a good reason to quit behind that, too. I actually liked Colton, even though Colton did do some bad things on the show. He also did apologize at the reunion show for how he acted, and I appreciated the fact that he apologized for all the wrongs he committed. I know he quit a second time after he apologized, but I don't think quitting's really a big deal, like I said before. I think it's how you act. And if you say stuff that's mean-spirited or bullying or saying mean, hurtful things. To be honest, I find bigotry much worse than quitting. Or bullying or saying really vile and offensive things. I find touching people inappropriately much more rude and much more offensive than quitting. What else? Quitting means you have less competition, but I don't really get how it's a bad thing. I mean, there are plenty of people who are nice that have quitted, and they still get seen as very nice people. I don't think it means that you're a bad person. It just means there's less competition and you need to do what's best for your personal health. That's just my interpretation. Now, I get why Colton gets hate, because he said a bunch of bigoted things on the show, homophobic and racist and sexist, even though he was gay himself. He still said all those bigoted things, and I get why Colton's hated. Not because he quitted twice, but because of all the offensive things he said on the show. So that's why he got more hate than just quitting. But it still doesn't excuse his actions. I'm not supporting Colton for all the things he said or done on the show. I just don't think quitting makes you a bad person. And I don't think that him saying all those bigoted things were right, because they weren't. It wasn't okay of him, and I don't support that at all. But I do also feel kind of bad for Colton, like the tribe was mistreating him on both his seasons. And that I feel bad for. There are other people I've noticed that have liked Colton too. One guy's name who I shall keep anonymous, but you kind of get the idea. And this was a YouTuber and Facebooker who's I've been friends with for a long time. I do think that people need to treat each other with respect the way people want to be treated, because ultimately, you don't know if you're going to quit or not once you enter Survivor or Big Brother or any reality shows, because they can be toxic sometimes. Sometimes it's perfectly normal to quit because you need to do what's best for your health. And that's why I think quitting isn't really a big deal, in my opinion. If you guys disagree, I can respect your opinions. Hopefully you guys can respect my opinions, because I am a likable, nice person. I've just made some bad mistakes in the past. It doesn't mean I'm a bad person. Nobody here is a bad person. We all make mistakes. Nobody's perfect. And let's just remember that. I am a good person. And I think there are a lot of other people that have quitted games or reality shows that are good people too. Anyways, if you like my content on YouTube, make sure to subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below. For Mark James Weber. For Daily Motion, I'm Mark James Weber 1996, aka Mark James Weber. And I would like for you to follow me on Daily Motion, leave a like, give a boost of 100 likes, and comment down below. But this is YouTube I'm posting it on, for Mark James Weber. So I would like for you guys to please subscribe, leave a like, and comment down below. Hope you guys stay safe, all of you. Have a good one.